The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show. IGN did give it an 8, which is basically meaningless because this is IGN.
It's
but
comical.
To me, everything I've seen from the promotional material, I don't really dig the animation. There's a lot of random characters in there. We know that Harry and Norman Osborn have been race swapped. They're both now black. I think Flash is now black as well. Not 100% sure about that. But this show premiered today, right? It is now out today. And certainly I don't have very much interest in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. However, something interesting has happened, and it's the result of the lead actor. In the same way that we've got Backlash for the lead actor of Captain America 4, there's now Backlash for the lead voice actor for your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And it's because he said this. My biggest fear was that it was going to be annoying and woke. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man star shares his praise for the series. Marvel's newest animated series, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, is set to premiere its first 2 episodes tomorrow on January 29th. And the show will feature Hudson Thames returning from What If Season 1 to reprise his role as Peter Parker Spider-Man. Thames' career has been largely quiet since making his Marvel debut a few years ago. He's featured in an episode of Ghost, blah, 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 all these things. Collider's own Mike Thomas recently sat down for a chat with Thames, and he asked what it was like having a chance for a fresh take on Spider-Man in a world featuring characters never before seen in the MCU, like Norman Osborn, Lonnie Lincoln, and his answer might shock you. Quote, I thought it was awesome. I mean, my biggest fear was that it was going to be annoying and woke, and it wasn't. And I was like, yes, this is great. It's so well written. Like, it feels real. I'm the oldest of 5 boys, so I feel like I kind of know what's happening in their lives and in high school, and it felt like it was doing that justice.
The answer might shock you, Ryan.
Now, Collider immediately throws him under the bus, right?
Yep.
And says,
woke.
Woke is a term which is more often than not used as a dog whistle for racism and sexism in entertainment fan bases. And as a result, listen, there's people that are very, very upset about this. Hudson Thames Spider-Man is woke, you dumbass. I'm going to need people to stop using the word woke as a pejorative and learn what the term has meant culturally for decades. Well, now I don't want to watch it. Says Jake Neutron, fucking he, they, rainbow, queer, Black Lives Matter.
Wait,
right?
What is that? Wait, go back to him. Go over his profile. Let's see. Black multimedia artist, Oswald fan, Indigo Park dev. There's his email. He's a he-they with a
200 follower account, right? It's a fucking big account who does voice acting, apparently stuff like this.
He-they. Is that a white flag? What the heck? Oh, well.
Yeah, surrender to the gay, I suppose. Stan Lee literally said bigotry and racism are among the most deadliest socialist plague in the world today. And Hudson Thames is out here saying he was worried about Spider-Man being too woke. What dipshit? So it is very funny because you have Backlash against 2 different leads in 2 different Marvel projects that release weeks apart, and they're for completely different fucking reasons. Now, the word woke, the way we use it over the past, I would say 10 years or so, has inherently changed. And the reason is because we have seen an inherent change in culture. 70 fucking years ago, the word woke was talking about, hey, being aware of some of the biases and some of the fucking shit that may exist out there, some of the prejudices that may exist out there, right? During the time of the civil rights movement, things like this. The problem is the people who call themselves woke and have been calling themselves woke for over a decade now, it has gone beyond, hey, there might be a bias. And instead they are hunting out and searching out perceived fucking problems. And every single thing that is wrong, or every single time this doesn't work, it's perceived as racist or sexist or whatever. And that's what it's truly become. It's hunting out and blaming all of the failures of this, or this on things like race or things like gender or things like sexuality, which as a result has changed the way that people refer to these things, because the people that use that word are the ones that did that. Now, you guys have changed the word racist, right? The word racist now has to be defined as someone in power, right? So if a black person's not in power, they can't be racist against a white person, according to a lot of you freaks out there. But they have a problem with the word woke and how it's been kind of co-opted because of what these lunatics did themselves. I just think this whole thing's funny.
It's hilarious. I love that they melt down over like the voice actors, and the fact that there's so many of them calling for him to be fired immediately for saying, "I'm glad this story isn't woke." Like, I don't even know if it is. I have no interest in this either. But it's just like they want him fired. We need to get him off. Like, how dare he say that stuff? And then it's funny because Elon Musk, he just tweeted something and he used the word woke and like all that. It's part of culture, and yet the meltdowns are glorious.
I do think there is some aspect where there are some people that do seem like they're on a woke witch hunt sometimes, anything and everything.
Of course.
Right? Like, I do think there's some people that take that shit too far. But it is very funny that a young actor, right? A young actor, one of his biggest fears about doing this project was that it was going to be annoying and woke, right? That's fucking interesting. Now, things that I've seen about this show so far doesn't look good. Doesn't look like it interests me at all. So who knows if he's accurate in that statement or not. But the fact that now so many people are turning on him over this, it is very, very funny indeed.
And speaking of the show, Alan from Film Threat just tweeted, let's just say if you're an old school Spider-Man fan, this show is not Spider-Man. He is a high school teen with powers.
Yeah, like it doesn't look necessarily very appealing to me.
Yeah.